Hello friends, in this video I will talk about log files. Okay, how to explore the log files in PEGA. Okay, so I think everyone aware of the importance of the log files. Even if you are not worked in PEGA, if you worked in previous other technologies also, everywhere logging is there. Everywhere, even if you go to any of the technology, logging must be there. Why? Because without logging you cannot identify what went wrong. Without logging you cannot identify what went wrong, because uh, everything is everything is somewhere logged. So here in PEGA, even it is just like a CC camera footage. What went wrong? It is just like a CC camera footage. Okay, because you don't know. For example, if the customer is making one transaction, unfortunately the transaction was failed. I don't know what was the reason. Sometimes I don't know why the transaction was failed. Okay, if someone is creating a new case, the case creation is failed. Someone is sending the data to the database. Its data is not been saving into the database. I don't know what was the reason. So immediately in such a cases, what these end users or customers or clients will do, they will create tickets. Okay, this is happening. Can you please look into this, etc. Okay, immediately the double what immediately the support team, L2 L3 support team or a development team, depends upon the client, how the client is following the practices. Because is there a separate L2 team or separate L3 team or completely development team will take care of all these things, depends upon the client practice. Okay, so what they will do first, they first step, they cannot reach out to the clients. Okay, can you please replicate the scenario once? Shall we have a screen share session? Can we replicate the scenario once? Usually the support team or development team won't do that. First investigation is they have to open the log files. Similarly, so for example, something was happened in your area. What the police officers will do, first they will check, okay, is there anything logged? Is there anything logged in the CC camera? Is there anything recorded in the CC camera? That is, first they will check that one. Okay, if they cannot find out anything in the CC camera footage, okay, then they will go to the another practice. Then they will go another direction. Similarly, here also the first step developer will take an action is opening the log file and analyzing the log files. Opening the log files and analyzing the log files. Is there anything recorded in the log files during that specific time? During that specific time. Okay, so usually how the developers will open the log files. Okay, now I am in the dev studio. I am using the PRPC personal edition. So here I can see the log files. Go to the configure organization and security operation, sorry, system operations and logs. System operations and logs. Here we can see the different types of log files. Everyone aware of this? There is a PEGA rules log file, alerts log file, security log files, and bix log files, etc. There are different types of log files. Just click on the log files. Just click on the log files. Here you can see cluster, usage metrics, bix, alert PEGA, data flow files, alert security related log files, security events related log files, etc. There are different types of log files. Now here you can open the appropriate log files. If it is related to the PEGA rules application related logic, open this. If it is related to the bix, open a bix. If it is related to the data flows, open this one. If it is related to the security events, okay, if it is related to the any performance alerts or any other alerts related to this, you open this log file, etc. So just click on this one. Okay, so getting some error here, so don't do that. Click on that. Okay, click on directly log file, pega rules.log file. I am just opening the log file. So here what I am doing is, now what is the date? 2022-07-10. That means a 2 days date. So lines per page I'm just changing. I am also removing filtered by admin one. Okay, because see there is options number of pages presented and lines per page. This is the page name. This is the page. Actually, what we are seeing is the page. So lines per page, how many lines? Filtered by, okay, only admin one logs because I am the current user admin one. I am the current user who logged into this application presently. Or if you want to see all the log files, yes, I want to see all the log files. Not only my log files, not only admin one, other operators also, everything. Just click on apply. Okay, now 2022-07-10. Okay, now here also I'm just giving apply. Why only 2022-07-10, but I want to see the 2022-07-06. I mean 4 days back log file. I want to see the 4 days back log file. How to see that? Okay, so from the dev studio you can see the current date log file. You can see the current day log file. See today's log file only. Today's log file 2022-07-158, okay, etc. But I want to see the 4 days log file. Where can I find that log file? Remember this point, always log files are generated in the server. Always log files are generated by the server and in the server, because we are using which application server? Apache Tomcat in the my personal edition. Apache Tomcat. I am using Apache Tomcat, which is come up with my personal edition. Even in the real time also, some people will use JBoss, some people will use WebLogic, some people will use WebSphere, and okay, etc. So depends on the client. People client will use the different types of application servers. Application servers are tied up application servers are tied up with web servers. I don't want to talk about web server and application server differences, etc. You can get a lot of information in the net, no problem. But ultimately all the application related log files are present in the server only. Server in the sense here your application server, not like your Windows, not like your Linux, Ubuntu, etc. I am talking about your application server. Why? Because this website, this PEGA application you are able to access by using this localhost colon 8080 PR web PR servlet. That means internally you are sending a request to the Tomcat server. In the Tomcat, the PEGA PRPC application is already deployed. So ultimately, all the log files are present in the Tomcat only. Okay, where this Tomcat was present? In my operating system. Where is the Tomcat was present? In my operating system. I am using Windows 11 operating system. In Windows 11, sorry, first physical machine. The physical machine contains a Windows operating system. Okay, in this I have installed my Tomcat. Again, in the Tomcat, there is a log file. Generally, people will confuse the server in the sense not a physical machine. Okay, that is a different story. Obviously physical machine we call it as a machine or a server, but here inside that physical machine we have installed a server software that is called it as a Tomcat or WebLogic, etc. Okay, we call it as a PEGA server. We call it as a PEGA server. So remember this, always log files are present in the application server. Application server. Where is my application server? Open your application server. Okay, D, my application server is PEGA 8.6 PRPC personal edition. This is my Tomcat. This is my application server. So here the log files will be present. Okay, here the log files will be present. Even in the real time also, log files are present in the server only. Log files are present in the server only because all the developers etc cannot directly have an access to the server, cannot directly have an access to the server. Since this is our personal edition, since this is our PC, now we are able to see the log file. See in the Tomcat, click on logs. Okay, not this. This is a Tomcat logs. I want PEGA related log files. Web apps, PR web. Mm, okay, root. Okay, 1 second. Tomcat web apps, and this is the PR web. Actually, I forgot this path. Tomcat. Okay, work. Actually, work. Tomcat work. Catalina. Localhost. Uh, PR web. See this one here. You can see the PEGA log files, PEGA application related. Now just click on date modified. See this one, PEGA rules 20, 11, 12, 21, because here you can see the old log files as well. So that means if you want to access, if you want to see the previous log files also, you must have an access to your PEGA server. Here PEGA server in the sense your PEGA application server. This application server was also installed in one physical machine. Also installed in a one physical machine. So if you want to access this path, if you want to access this path, depends. So in your machine the path will be vary. But how do you access? I'm just repeating once again. In the PRPC personal edition, Tomcat, here work, Catalina, localhost, and this is my PR web. So here these are the log files, previous log files also, not only today's log files and yesterday's log files also, everything you can present it here. You can see it here. Okay, so see this one 10/7. See now the yesterday's log files also 9/7 etc. Blah 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 5 6 7. So like this you can see the previous log files also. Now you can explore it, but I am telling you once again, you don't have a direct access to these physical missions in the real time. You don't have an access to the direct missions. What clients will do, clients can provide a different interface. Clients can provide a different interface to see these log files. Okay, clients will provide a different applications or a different URL or a different interface. Okay, log in into this and click on this one so that you can download the log files, but internally that interface also will connect it to this physical machine and this path, and they can download the log files. Usually you don't have an access to the production servers or stage servers. You don't have an access to the production physical missions and stage physical missions. Usually you don't have an access even in the real time also. Only probably you might have an access to only dev and QA, I mean test physical missions. So if you have an access, you can directly connect it to those physical missions and you can navigate to the appropriate path according to that mission where the log files were present, then you can download it. But usually in the real time, clients will provide a different interface. Using that interface you can download the log files and you can download it. After that you can explore it. You can explore it so that you can understand what went wrong 4 days back, why the client, why that particular user has been faced an issue. Okay, nowadays, okay, this is a one way, forget about this one. Nowadays all these log files are streamed into Kibana, Elasticsearch Kibana, ELK. So people are using different tools, right? Some clients will use this Splunk, some clients will use the Kibana. Okay, so what they can do, they will provide an access to the Splunk application. Now you can directly log in into the Splunk and you can see the previous log files also in the Splunk dashboard in the Splunk. Similarly, you can see the log files also. If your client is using Kibana, now you can directly access to that Kibana URL provided by the client and you can see the log files. You no need to log in into the server and you can see the log files. In the real time, people are using Kibana or people are using Splunk, etc. So at least only I am making this video is only for how to explore the log files. I did not explain about complete logging. I will make a different video. Okay, this is only for the exploring the log files where you can find the log files. Now here if you want see, I can download this log file, I can extract it, I can see the log files data and what went wrong. Now for example, I want 4 days back log file, right? Okay, this one 8/4/22. I'm just exploring, I'm just extracting this 4 days back log file, download it and open. Then okay, this is the PEGA rules log file. What is the date? 4/7/22, July 4th. Now you can just open. Okay, now you can start exploring. You can start exploring what went wrong like this. Okay, but in the real time, as I told you, don't have direct access to the physical machine. Okay, client will provide a Splunk URL or client will provide a Kibana URLs where people are seeing and analyzing the log files from those interfaces. If the client doesn't have these Kibana, Splunk, if they have another alternative interface also, they will share it. You no need to worry about it. And apart from this also, PEGA rules log analyzer, PLA, which is provided by the PEGA rules log analyzer. Okay, I'll show you PEGA rules log analyzer. So which is used to analyze the log files, Okay, so you can download this PEGA rules log analyzer software from download PEGA rules log analyzer, PEGA rules log analyzer download. You can download it from the, see this one, academy.pega.com. So from here somewhere you can download. Okay, see this one, download PEGA rules log analyzer, etc. So after you downloaded the PEGA rules log analyzer, you just extract with the GRE, with JRE, without JRE, extract all. This is also one of the option. Now day to day clients will, because everybody is depends upon the tools boss. Day to day everybody is depending upon the tool. Okay, those tools will give the more details. Okay, in future only tools will work. Okay, after you extract, Now here, startup, just okay, just click on this startup. There is a batch file. PEGA rules log analyzer is starting. Okay, yellow access. So maybe depends upon your operating system also might be changed, but follow as much as everyone is using Windows, right? Except uh, some people have very much passion about Mac. Now after that, what you have to do? So http colon localhost 180.180 PLA, like this you can also analyze the log files. Okay, now here please load the data using the selections above. Current profile default. Okay. Okay, depends upon the alerts, or depends upon the system, or depends upon the CCTV type. You can export all. This is the default. Here you can also, so PEGA rules log analyzer, right? Okay, manage data. Please load data using the selections in above. Alert log to load. Choose a file. Now what I am doing is the PEGA 8.6 PRPC Tomcat work Catalina localhost PR web. I'm just giving PEGA rules, okay, because there is no alerts. I'm just giving the PEGA rules file open. So you are just uploading the alerts. Now here also you can see the alert summary. In order to use this feature, you must first upload an alert log file. So like this, you can first upload the data. Then after that, you can see the complete log analysis, because normally when you open the log file, and it is very bit confusing and difficult to analyzing the log files. So PEGA provided these tools to analyze more granular level. I mean, like more readability. It will be useful for you to analyze the log file in terms of more readability. Okay, so you can just practice. Already length of the video is more. Okay, you can just practice by using the PEGA rules log analyzer. Okay, and apart from that, as I told you, Kibana and Splunk is more frequently using tools in the real time. So at least in this way you can explore the log files in the real time. Okay, e learning, thank you.